Hello, everyone. I'm Catherine Gilbert, Chair of the School of Nursing at Georgia Southern University, and I want to welcome you to the Spring 2020 Recognition Ceremony. Who would have thought when we started your nursing program of study that you would be completing your last semester fully online and experiencing your recognition ceremony virtually? This unprecedented crisis has required everyone to be flexible, creative, and open to new ways of doing usual activities. However, it has not diminished your accomplishments, successes, enthusiasm for professional nursing, and pride in completing your program of study. On behalf of the faculty and staff, I bring you greetings from the School of Nursing. I want to welcome family and friends, faculty and staff, and most importantly, our graduates to this exciting ceremony. During these past number of weeks, you have been challenged with learning new technologies, transferring clinical-based learning to an online format, and meeting program outcomes during a stressful and uncertain time. However, I want you to know that the Spring 2020 class is composed of some of the brightest, hardworking, caring, and competent professional nurses that we have had the privilege to educate in the School of Nursing. Your recognition ceremony is a time-honored nursing tradition, often more personally meaningful than your graduation ceremony. It signifies your official initiation into the sisterhood and brotherhood of professional registered nurses. It is one of those rare moments when you are recognized for achieving something great and marks a new chapter in your lives as you embark on a career dedicated to serving others and making our communities, state, and country healthier places to live. The pinning ceremony is rich with symbolism. The history of this rite of passage can be traced all the way back to the Crusades of the 12th century. During this time, the Knights of the Order of the Hospital of St. John the Baptist tended to the injured and infirm crusaders. When new monks were initiated into the order, they vowed to serve these soldiers in a ceremony where each monk was given a Maltese cross, the first badges given to nurses. The idea of nursing pins was originally to distinguish doctors and nurses from their contemporaries. At the time, very few people could read, so elaborate and recognizable symbols were engraved on pins so that those in need would know how to go for help. Then, during the Black Plague of the 14th century, the bravery and talent of nurses was recognized, and pins were to become the only way to distinguish nurses, but also to honor them, much like soldiers in the military receive pins for acts of heroism. The modern pinning ceremony dates back to the 1860s when Florence Nightingale was awarded the Red Cross of St. George in recognition for her timeless service to the injured during the Crimean War. To share the honor, she in turn presented a Medal of Excellence to her brightest graduates. This tradition grew, and by 1916, the practice of pinning all new graduates became commonplace throughout the United States. There's another reason we recognize graduating nurses through pinning ceremonies. The nursing pin is a constant reminder to our patients, families, colleagues, and ourselves of the covenant we make with society to care for the sick, nurture the less fortunate, and promote wellness in our communities. So, as you begin your professional career as registered nurses, wear your pin with pride. Pride for having successfully completed a rigorous program of study at Georgia Southern University, and pride that you are beginning your career as a nurse. But more importantly, wear it as a constant reminder of the life of service you have chosen. There is no greater calling than to be part of a profession that our friends, neighbors, and colleagues recognize as the most trustworthy profession in the United States. Graduates, welcome to the profession of nursing.
Hello, Georgia Southern School of Nursing graduates. As president of Georgia Southern, I wanted to be one of the first at your pinning ceremony to congratulate you on your tremendous achievement. I know arriving at this point for many of you meant overcoming challenges, obstacles, and even hardship. Some of you have come straight through from high school and will be joining the health professions for the first time. Some of you have returned to complete another degree after years of service. Now more than ever, we need you. You are and will be on the front lines of helping a nation recover. I want to thank you personally from the bottom of my heart for choosing Georgia Southern to help align your passion for helping others. God bless you all, and congratulations. Go Eagles.
Thank you, President Marrero. I'm Dr. Carl Reiber, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs at Georgia Southern University. I'd like to take a moment and congratulate all of our nursing graduates this spring. What an incredible accomplishment you have achieved. You'll be walking into workplaces big and small across the country and the world, spreading your wings and representing Georgia Southern University as you grow your professional lives. We commend you for your commitment and dedication to becoming a nurse while here at Georgia Southern. Of course, we would be remiss to not acknowledge the support system for each of you that helped you get to this point in your lives. We thank all the families, friends, cohorts that helped these students to this point and this day. Times have changed. The world has changed. We're facing something as a country that we've not faced in many years. I believe there is no better time for you to go out into this world and prove how you will not only impact lives, but save lives. I know you never imagined a pinning ceremony quite like this. I wish I could shake everyone's hand and congratulate you in person. I'm always so proud to be part of this ceremony. As you leave Georgia Southern, I wish you the best in your future. Whether you stay here in Southeast Georgia or venture to the corners of the world, I know you will make a difference. Congratulations, graduates. I would like to introduce Dr. Barry Joyner, Dean of the Waters College of Health Professions.
Thank you, Dr. Reiber. Students, friends, and family, welcome to the Waters College of Health Professions School of Nursing Virtual Awards and Recognition Ceremony celebrating the class of Spring 2020. My name is Dr. Barry Joyner, Dean of the Waters College of Health Professions, and I would like to just take a moment and recognize all of our students' hard work and dedication over the last 4 years. The nursing profession will be lucky to have such a talented group enter the ever-evolving healthcare system. I would also like to thank each of the students' family and friends and support systems that have gotten our graduates to this point in their lives. We wish you all the very best in your future careers. Congratulations, Spring 2020 graduates.
Hey everyone, I'm Katie Furr, the president of the Statesboro Spring 2020 nursing class. First and foremost, I'd like to congratulate both the Savannah and Statesboro cohorts for finally getting here. It is such an honor to graduate from this program, especially during the official year of the nurse. I think it is important to thank the ones that got us here, our parents, our friends, grandparents, professors, and most importantly, the patients that trusted and allowed us to help in their healing process. To say our time here has been unprecedented would be an understatement. We were of the first to be merged together as one. We were the first to go through a restructured program. Now we will be the first to graduate and start our career as nurses during the COVID-19 pandemic. While it's been overwhelming and upsetting to have our last few months together cut short, we can pride ourselves in knowing we have the ability to change and adapt quickly to the world and circumstances around us. Much like a nurse must adapt to the ever-changing technology, medicine, and disease process in our career. Being that it is the year of the nurse, I really wanted to reflect on the art of nursing and how these 2 short years in the program have prepared me to be a professional nurse. As I sat down to think of how to possibly capture this in a short speech, it hit me. Nursing school saved my life. Yes, really. I know most of my classmates are looking at me like I've lost my mind, and I'm sure other people may be rolling their eyes. But yes, the journey to becoming a nurse has not only changed, but truly saved my life. To explain this, let me rewind to the summer before my journey in the nursing program started. Things were less than ideal in my personal life. My brother was hanging on the edge of a mountain of addiction. I was working through mental health problems, and less than a month before the program started, I received news that I could possibly have a rare disease and needed multiple tests done before I could head back to Statesboro. I was terrified. I almost continuously considered dropping out of the program. How could I do it? Would I be emotionally stable enough? Would I be healthy enough? Would I even live through it? With the encouragement of my parents, I decided to push through these personal problems and continue on in my dream. Then we get to day one. I'm not sure what was more overwhelming, the number of tests and EAQs we had due, or the overwhelming smell of the sushi store in the nurse's building. We were forced fed the idea of flowing. I laughed along and just thought my professors were a little weird. However, that idea continued to guide me to the next 2 years. As we made our way out of the first semester, I realized that for the first time that I can remember, I was happy, fulfilled, satisfied. I had long-term goals. I could see myself as being worthy to be alive. We flowed through our mental health, peds, OB, and one last semester of pharmacology. For me, being able to help a laboring mother bring life into the world became my passion. I finally realized why I'm meant to still be here. I've seen the joy of life starting and the devastation of life ending. These days are hard, but they remind me of why life is so precious. Finally, we flowed into our final semester of nursing school. We got our critical care rotations, preceptorships, job interviews, graduation, and pinning ceremony, until we didn't. Clinical rotations were cut short, preceptorships were canceled, and pinning and graduation soon followed. But you already know we flowed. Now, why am I sharing all this? I want to emphasize this one word, Sonder. Sonder is the realization that each random passerby is living a life as vivid and complex as your own. Every patient we encounter has a past, a present, and a future. While we may only have time with them in the present, we have the ability to make an impact on them for the rest of their lives. I, as well as many others, have felt the pain of watching a loved one's life fall apart from addiction, felt the pain of losing a loved one, felt the emptiness of depression, and felt the fear of the unknown. Our patients are vulnerable. They need physical care, but just as importantly, if not more, they need emotional care. If me being vulnerable about my past experiences can help even one person feel like they have a fighting chance, then I'll continue to do so. I want to instill hope in each person I come into contact with, because 2 years ago today, I did not see anything for myself. I was hopeless, exhausted, and terrified. I figured I'd never find a way out of the darkness, but here I am, graduating nursing school with my best friend. I get to see life start every day. Nursing school taught me to take my problems and use them as fuel to help others. I found my passion, my purpose, and my happiness. As we all go off into this world in opposite directions, whether it be critical care, med-surg, OB, mental health, pediatrics, we will all have our memories and our bond. We will all miss Kelly finding a way to make everyone smile. We'll all miss Libby making sure we have our lives in order. And we might even miss Sam making fun of us sometimes. To close out, I want to mention my favorite quote of Florence Nightingale. Rather, 10 times die in the surf, hurling the way to a new world, than stand idly on the shore. Fellow classmates and nurses, always remember your passion. Remember why you started this. We are made to take new challenges and face them head on. We are essential. We are lifesavers and life starters. We are nurses. Thank you. And now on to Dr. Melissa Garno, who will be presenting the Spirit of Nursing Award.
Hello, I'm Dr. Melissa Garno, Associate Chair of the School of Nursing. Welcome to the virtual awards and recognition ceremony of Spring 2020. Each year, School of Nursing faculty select and recognize one outstanding graduating senior through the awarding of the M. Olivia Beavis Spirit of Nursing Award. Dr. Beavis was the founder of the Georgia Southern University School of Nursing, and this award has been given in her tribute since 2001, shortly before she passed away. Dr. Beavis was an exceptional scholar and leader in nursing. She came to Georgia Southern in 1980 after notable careers at San Jose State and the Medical College of Georgia. Dr. Beavis is well known for her distinguished work in curriculum development and design in nursing education. She was recognized internationally for her many contributions to nursing education. In recognition of her extraordinary life's work, the M. Olivia Beavis Spirit of Nursing Award is given to a graduating senior who demonstrates exceptional leadership qualities, is committed to excellence in nursing through professional achievements, and displays notable scholarship in maintaining good academic standing. This year's recipient of the M. Olivia Beavis Spirit of Nursing Award is presented to a graduating student who the faculty have described as a consistent, dedicated student with a spirit of commitment to Georgia Southern University, the School of Nursing, the nursing profession, and the community. This graduate has participated in numerous professional and leadership activities. She is a member of Sigma Theta Tau, Phi Eta Sigma National First Year Honor Society, and she has been the legislative director for the Georgia Association of Nursing Students. She has been elected president, vice president, and outreach coordinator for the Student Nurses Association, and she also serves as a class officer. Her service to the university includes activities such as organizing and teaching a Stop the Bleed course for university students, serving as a tour guide for first-year students through Step into Statesboro, and being a liaison between first-year students and professors. Her community service involves checking blood pressures and providing education at the Kiwanis Fair and volunteering at the Hearts and Hands Clinic. She has spent her summers as a nurse extern at Southeast Georgia Health System, volunteered at a summer camp for terminally ill children, and assisted teachers at a reverse inclusion school for children with special needs. She has received numerous academic scholarships and has been on the Dean's List since fall 2016, earning an overall GPA of 3.54. The faculty is very pleased to present the M. Olivia Beavis Spirit of Nursing Award to Libby Hartley. Congratulations, Libby.
Thank you so much, Dr. Garno. I am Dr. Rosemary G. The University Honors Program offers a special honors curriculum to a select group of academically talented students. In addition to high academic standards, the program is designed to foster the development of a critical sense of inquiry, a spirit of creativity, a global perspective, and an ethic of civic responsibility. A hallmark of the program is the emphasis on bringing ideas to life through undergraduate research, experiential learning, and service learning opportunities. In general, honors students are challenged to do more. As a member and representative of the Honors Council, I would like to introduce our Spring 2020 Nursing Honors graduate, Nada Kent. Her thesis, Undergraduate Nursing Student Perceptions and Knowledge on Chest Tube Drainage Systems, was completed under the mentorship of Mrs. Marie Graff. Congratulations, Nada. At this time, I would now like to introduce Dr. Susan Hendricks, who will continue our recognition of students.
Hello. I usually start my opening remarks with, "We are gathered today," but this is a different time, isn't it? However, we are together in our hearts as we celebrate your accomplishments. We recognize all of our graduates for their achievements during their education here at Georgia Southern University. Each of them has worked hard to get to this day, spending long hours in the classroom, the simulation lab environment, and the real-world patient environment. Their goal, to learn the art and the science of nursing. Each one has completed a minimum of 4 years of study, and each deserves recognition for this accomplishment. However, it is my special privilege to recognize students who have made significant contributions in leadership and service during their years in our nursing program. Each year, members of the graduating class are selected by their peers for special recognition. These senior class peer awards are given to the most caring student, the most professional student, and the most inspiring student. The most caring student is the one who consistently demonstrates caring behavior toward patients, fellow students, faculty, and others. This year's award for the most caring student goes to Kelly Yeomans. At this point, I'd hug you, Kelly, but I can't, so here's a virtual hug. The most professional student is the one who best exemplifies the role of nursing, the innovator, the educator, the nurturer, the participant in professional organizations. This year's award for the most professional student goes to Elizabeth Hartley. Libby, I wish I could hug you. The most inspiring student is the one who influences other students to do his or her best and always has time to listen. This year's award for the most inspiring student goes to, again, Kelly Yeomans. Next, I would like to recognize the senior class officers whose leadership, tenacity, and commitment have culminated in today's events. Well, that's what I would have said. They did work very hard to pull this together. However, this is a little different from us to you. This has been a very special group of leaders. They've been active, professional, motivating. Their work has influenced their peers to work together on various projects and inspired others to reach beyond what is required of their studies. It is my pleasure to recognize the class president, Katie Furr, the senior class vice president, Samuel Lawrence, the senior class secretary, Elizabeth Hartley, the senior class treasurer, Nicole Gilner, the senior class fundraiser officer, Alexandra Schugert, the senior class historian, Eliana DeFentorum, and a special recognition to 3 of our nursing students, Taylor Billman, Dustin Ray, and Jeremy Ward. Each will be commissioned as Army Second Lieutenants in a virtual ceremony soon. Congratulations, my nurses-to-be. I can't wait to see you in action. Eagles lead the way.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hendricks. My name is Dr. Joshua Keys. I'm an instructor here at the School of Nursing for Georgia Southern University. I'm going to speak to you for the next few minutes about the School of Nursing pin. I do this as I'm holding my pin that I received when I graduated from the bachelor's program of nursing here at Georgia Southern. As you know, things are not always what they appear. To some, this may just be a pin. But to me, as soon as I see it, it reminds me of all of the hard work I put into earning this pin. It reminds me of the late night study sessions, great support from my friends and my faculty. It also reminds me of my first clinical experience I had when, probably like you, I stood at the door of the client's room for about an hour, just knowing that as soon as I opened that door, the patient was going to code. And of course they didn't, thank goodness. It reminds me of the nonstop determination and drive to achieve my dream of becoming a nurse. I hope this pin represents all of that to you and more. Remember, no one is simply giving you this pin, you've earned it. As we look at the pin, we notice the great seal of the state of Georgia. There's an arch that is supported by 3 pillars. The first pillar signifies wisdom. The second pillar signifies justice. And the third pillar signifies moderation. These are all vital qualities required for a registered nurse. Also, this was the first seal of Georgia Southern College, the college seal at the time the School of Nursing was started. It is surrounded by olive branches, which is the sign of peace and hopefulness. And of course, an eagle, which represents courage. When you accept this pin, it acts as your promise to use your wisdom to offer safe, ethical, and responsible care. It is a symbol to all who see it that you are educated, knowledgeable, and possess the professional attributes that honor the art, science, and discipline of nursing. Congratulations. We will proceed to the presentation of honoring the class of spring 2020.
Hi students, in honor of Florence Nightingale, who is also known as the Lady with the Lamp, I'd like to lead you in the International Pledge of Nurses to reconfirm your commitment to the nursing profession. In full knowledge of the obligations I am undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all the skills and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me, and refraining from any action that might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level and to give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the health team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Ethics applied to nursing and to uphold the integrity of the professional nurse. Thank you and congratulations. And now we'll have closing remarks and well wishes from your faculty.
Graduates, faculty, family, and friends, thank you for being a part of this special ceremony and helping us to recognize our new professional registered nurses from Georgia Southern University, Spring 2020. I encourage our graduates to continue to support your alma mater, make us proud, but most importantly, continue to be the best nurses that you can be. Especially during these challenging times, we wish you continued success as you begin your career. As always, take care, be well, and stay safe. Congratulations, graduates, Spring 2020.